Mute. Put my headphones on. Hit that mute button. We can hear you eating. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, it's James Kaufman here with our co-host Mike. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you with a full space weather update. You know what? We're going to do a news update after this, but there's so much going on with space weather right now. I thought it was important that we did an update so everyone knows where we're at and where we're headed. And we're here to tell you. I got nothing from nobody. YouTube might be a little bit mad about my Trump interpretations earlier. Gotta love it, right? Right, well, we're definitely not going to play the song over. So, hey, Mike Johnson! Good to see you. Tell me if you can hear us, Mike. Tell me if you can hear us.
No, I can't.
All right. James Kaufman, World News Report today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do, let's let this catch up. See, it's not going live yet. We got 8 people watching it, just went live. I apologize, guys. It's YouTube after me as usual. So what we are doing now that we have a few people live, we're going to do a total space weather video. We're going to follow this up after we close out with a, well, basically headlines as always, but this is important. I've got Mike Johnson here on the line with me. He's one of my partners, and we want you to be our partner too, right? We want everyone to get rich, really. At least 20 to 30 of us, right? What we're looking for is some help with our other channel, and I'll pull it up right now if I can. It's kind of hard to find because I just bought it back yesterday or 2 days ago. You have to hit World News Report, then you hit the filters because, of course, I dominate the category, right? Sort by filters, you can hit them here. And then, well, not what I'm used to seeing. Filters, it should be just channel. Maybe since I'm tucked in, type. Oh, there it is. My bad. So bad. Y'all hit channel. We own this, believe it or not, too, with 1,000 subscribers. That's in the background in case we get in trouble. I own that as well. Yes. And here we are with 14,000, 15,000 subscribers. And we have one live that I did the other night. What we're looking for here is some folks to go live with us. Now I can probably co-op this one so that everyone here gets the same feed, right? But what I want to do is find some people that are interested in, being an anchor, having their own show, that don't want to spend 5 years building a channel. I already built it, right? I already built it. To get 15,000 subscribers, it'll take you 6 years. It'll take you 6 years. I start you out at 50%. We go to 60, we go to 70, we go to 80, and it's only the sky is the limit from there, right? There is a 12-month non-compete, but if you're going to rip us off, then we don't want any part of you anyway, right?
That's right.
I'm here with Mike. Mike, what do you say? It's funny. Only people that are scared to fail, that ever wanted to be infamous or famous, they're the only ones that won't contact us. It's so...
Talk crap.
Now they won't. Until they hide at their mom's house for Thanksgiving, tell them how they're going to be rich and famous on YouTube. Now, here you are. I'll be transparent as hell with every video you do. And we could have you do a video twice a day, 3 times a day, every day. We could have you do, you and a friend do a joint video. That could be twice, 3 times a week. It's up to you guys. Once a week. If you do it once a week, everyone knows when to go see you, etc. It's up to you guys. If y'all are interested, contact me at World News Report Today. If y'all are really interested, send in a 2 to 8 minute video. You don't have to use your face. You can do faceless, face including. You can show your boobies. We don't care, right? We don't care. What I want to say is I worked really hard on this, and what I don't want to see is it squandered. So hopefully we'll have some of you guys. Mike, what would you say? What kind of opportunity is this? I mean...
Well, I was just thinking that I can understand that there's probably some anxiety, but we're not just going to let you cut loose right off the bat. We are going to be talking a lot before we even start. Go over a lot of odds and ends details.
Sure, and I'm going to watch everything before we post it.
Yeah, about how it's going to be done. It won't be live at first.
It won't be live at first until you get to know the rules, and it's a learning curve, as everything is. But if you thought you ever wanted a YouTube channel, this new YouTube channel, they've allowed me to assign you ownership, assign you direct deposits into your account with this new channel here. It already has, on the planet, it already has 14,000 subscribers. It would take y'all 6 years to do that. And hey, I'm not going to sell it anymore. If not, I'm just going to take it and do my own thing with it. But I thought we could get some people active in it. And hey, the sooner the better. Now, what else do we have? We have the Aurora Borealis contest tomorrow, right? Now, I pulled out of my coin jar, and this is just the start of the presents. I ran one of my Kennedy silver dollars, 90% silver, through the coin market. It's worth $25, and that will be included. I'm looking at it right now. That will be included, probably with some other really rare coins, because I have thousands of them, okay? That's 90% silver, right? 64, 90% silver. And I'm going to let everyone that watches tomorrow's Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis at 9 p.m., y'all are going to be, and if we don't get but 5, we're not going to have the party, right? If we get, like we did last time, 100, we'll definitely have the party. And I'll try.
What's be going on now?
Sir, it probably is going on right now, and I could probably pull them up right now. Live from my cameras, you know. So if y'all get your phones, because sometimes there is Aurora Borealis, I'm guessing with a G3 as low as Texas, if you point your camera north, your camera picks up the radiation where you cannot. It's a CCMOS that captures the radiation, okay? I'm just letting you guys know. But this is World News Report. I hope World News Report Today at gmail.com. We have a couple people that want to be a part of our team. We want like an NBC News type deal, right? We're going to make sure my contract already gives you 60, 70, and 80% of all the revenues. and you're starting out you're already winning. You're starting out winning, right? They have to actually turn you off instead of turn you on. They have to turn you off. So that is my last offer, if you will. I'll do it one more time tomorrow, but that's pretty much my last offer. My contract does go up to, starts at 50, goes to 60 in 6 months, 70%, 80%. At that point, we have accounting and all kind of other expenses. So if anyone wants to be an anchor and they think that they can put some YouTube friendly content together, this is your chance right here. This is your chance. And this will only be available probably for 4 or 5 days before I decide. I've already had Warner Brothers. This is no joke, okay? Warner Brothers themselves wants to purchase this, okay? They want me to go along with it, but or at least they want me to talk into their thing for 5 hours so that they can utilize my voice. But they're not paying enough. I think that you guys can make it much better than Warner Brothers. Yes, Hollywood has contacted me over this. I just bought it back from my father. Lisa Ann Hart.
It's that good of a thing. You don't want to sell out too quick.
You know what? He tried his AI stuff. It just wasn't sitting right with people. He's on to other things. He's building houses again and condos again. So I said, hey, let me get this back from you. And I set it back up. It's ready to roll for everybody. And YouTube has now made these new channels. A new channel with 14,000 plus subscribers where you can actually earn ownership. And that's to be determined. Right now we're talking about revenue, okay? And you can earn, we can direct deposit, and they can 1099 you, and it doesn't have to go through me. So you don't have to worry about any percentages. Although I don't mind every 30, 60, 90 days being transparent 100% with you guys, right? All right. So that's one thing. One thing we're doing, we've gotten really no response, which is amazing to me, but maybe you guys would rather be entertained than entertain. Again, if you ever wanted a YouTube channel your whole life, if I saw this, I probably would have thought there's got to be more to it. There's not more to it. I've got so much. Ask Mike how much I got going on. Mike's running 3 or 4 channels. Listen, when you put your video up on our second channel, World News Report, it also goes up on Rumble, TikTok, and is it Twitch or Twitter, sir?
Yeah, we're working on Twitch.
Twitch. And then you will still get 10% off of those venues too. So it's nothing to ever think that, well, we're trying to create an empire for everyone, period, okay? And listen, it's going to work with or without you. I've done this 100 times in my life. So with or without you, you'd rather be on board than off board. Trust me on that one. So the other thing we're doing is the contest tomorrow. I'm really going to touch on this really lightly. If you send Aurora Borealis pictures in from tonight, I'm going to give away probably a piece of silver. It's worth $30 and maybe a bicentennial dollar, $77 too. And I might throw in a couple of Sacagawea dollars because I have several of those. And if y'all remember, I have to look, but the lady, see, I have so many of these. I also have these dollars called, let me tell you what they're called. I might even throw in, gotta find one. There it is. Susan B. Anthony dollar. Looks just like a quarter. I've got 50 of those too. So it might be a big package for the winner. There's only going to be one winner, and you guys will vote on it, okay? You guys are going to vote on it. Hey, Darlene. Good to see you. All right, so, hey, this is the last post. One news report today will be having an Aurora Borealis, or Aurora Australis if you're in the southern hemisphere. You can point your camera south, believe it or not, in the southern hemisphere. The radiation comes through the poles where our Van Allen belts don't meet. There's holes in the south and north pole, okay? That's why the radiation seeps in a polar cap absorption event, okay? So tomorrow night, December 4th, 9 p.m. Central, please submit your original photos only for viewing, including permission, although your submission will be assumed as permission, okay? Your name and location is great. If you want to get paid, I'm going to probably give away over $50 to $100 worth of silver and rare coins. I have Buffalo, I have 1830 nickels, 1830 dimes. It's going to be a package, okay? Going to be a package. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central, and we'll have a prize for the winner. Y'all are the only ones that get to vote, not me. To be determined, right? World News Report today at gmail.com. Please only submit originals taken from today through 7 p.m. tomorrow night, which is fine. I know that we've been in Aurora Borealis for some time here. Deadline 7 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday night. The show's at 9 p.m. tomorrow. And I just gave you all a heads up. The cell phone cameras, even if you don't think that there's something going on, basically this would have been my winner last time. Someone that sent this in would have been my winner, but I'm letting you all vote on it, not me, okay? Please put Aurora in the subject if you can. If not, I'll still figure it out. So let's do our space weather report. What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at about halfway through the day. So it's only reported through 7 p.m. tonight. It's 8:41. We'll get another bar that drops here in about 30 minutes. No, actually after 10. It's early. I'm not regularly used to doing a live this early. So about an hour and 30 minutes, okay? And while we're live in our news update, if something crazy happens, like a big earthquake or a big anything, I'll cover it. So our estimated planetary index is one that we paid $1.6 million to upgrade from NOAA. It's the only one showing a G3 geomagnetic storm. The rest of them are showing G2s and G1s and geomagnetic disturbances. I think it has a lot to do with the altitude, and I've always seen the College Index be the most sensitive, and here it recorded these are 3 hours, so that's 12 hours of a geomagnetic storm, and that's going to be a G2 for 12 hours, down to a geomagnetic disturbance, a KP4. All right, now here, this is the one that NOAA and NASA uses. We started in the middle of the day, and this goes through 7 p.m. This is 4 to 7 here, and so that means that this is 1 to 4 right here. We're in a G3. While we were talking to the president, I pulled up a G3, and I was totally amazed. Now, I do think that we'll see a geomagnetic storm throughout the night into tomorrow because the coronal hole is not going anywhere. It was Earth facing for over 24 hours, and it will be. But you had and it's going to be hard to determine. I'm not sure if that's a G1 or 2 right there because I can't see if it says 6-7, but I do have a better. Here, I'll pull up a better program on it right now. Golly. I'll pull this one over here. I'm kind of good at this. We'll put it like that, right? So we can see if it's right now. See the G3 there, G2 expected. And what we can do is go down here, and it's a 4.67, which is a G1. That's a G3, and this is back to a G1. And these are the real stats here. That's a disturbance there in the middle. That's the blow up on it, if you will. That's this right here, okay? Hopefully y'all realize we're in a fairly significant, but nothing. I told y'all today, if y'all watched about the planes, that was the big event that we had 3 weeks ago, if y'all remember it. It was 2 times the ground level radiation, but the trees and ice cores say that 100 to 1,000 times the ground level radiation has occurred hundreds of times in the last 1,000 years. Hundreds of times. I think we've been real lucky, okay? Could you imagine not being able to pump gas? Could you imagine no lights for 24 months? Can you imagine not being able to flush a toilet? I just hope you can, because that's all right there in front of you. All we need is, it's already happened, they already said 100 times in the last 1,000 years. And we've almost been 200 years without it happening. We're what's called way overdue, just like we are for the Yellowstone eruption. And what do we see? I thought personally we'd see earthquakes. I think they have them dialed down tremendously. Because how do you see, all of a sudden, how do you see six new volcanoes go off and no earthquakes whatsoever under the volcanoes, right? That to me was, and I think that they've dialed down the earthquakes. What do you think, Mike?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The calm before the storm, the break before the storm, right?
But
Silence.
You know, you would expect to see the magma movement under these 6 new that haven't gone off in 15,000 years and 12,000 years. 6 new volcanoes that went off last week and this week, right? I think it's now 8, but I'm going to go with 6 level. I'm going to have to erase these as we go. This is the up close estimated KP planetary index. This is the one that NOAA charges $1.6 million to upgrade. It reads it in thirds instead of whole numbers. It does 6.667, 6.333, etc. It does it in thirds. Once you get closer to a 7, like a 6.67, it's a KP3. Here, once you're at 4.65, that's a G1 geomagnetic storm. Here, you didn't quite make the 5, but it's still a G1 geomagnetic storm. So that's your whole new planetary KP index. This is Germany's. I want to give you all as much looks as possible. We can look at this in Denmark and Germany, wherever you want to. But y'all can all see they registered similar, but remember, we were daytime, so we were earth facing all day, and they only had the night facing part of the storm. Although it seeps within the atmosphere and goes around the planet very quickly with electrons, they still didn't go up to 7.67. They went to 7.33, which would be considered a KP7 or a G2. Mike, we can hear something happening in the back of yours.
Sorry. I'm just moving around. I moved. Shit.
We can still hear it.
I'm still listening.
Don't make me drive up there. It's too cold. It's too cold.
Okay, I moved.
It's too cold. Alright. So, hey, I'm trying to explain to y'all what's happening, so hopefully anyone cares. But if not, we'll have the news up very soon. So that 7.33, that's Germany. And look, you could probably tell it's Germany from the GFZ Helmholtz Center for Geosciences, right? Well, the reason that it didn't go as high is because they were night facing. And we always know that the burst is going to come from at least the sun facing side. Someone asked, if it's going to hit California, let me know. It's going to hit the whole planet because the planet turns 360 degrees in 24 hours, okay? And plus it seeps in the South Pole and North Pole. Planet. So anytime there's a geomagnetic storm, you're in play. I've been hearing very, very high-pitched sounds today, and I believe that, I believe that they have something to do, unless I'm going crazy, with that. Bro.
Okay.
No problems. There's one on your phone, I know. So, hey, we did hit G3 level geomagnetic storms, which was huge. We should be seeing Aurora Borealis into Oklahoma and the tip of Texas. I bet it's going further south than that. Remember, I'm giving away real silver tomorrow, so you better get your cameras ready tonight. Right now is a great time, right? Right now is a great time. We did get hit by the coronal mass ejection. I proved it earlier. I showed the solar winds getting pushed ahead of the plasma, just like I would picture the hit happening. It worked exactly like I thought it would happen, except for the temperature went so far down. After that, I could not explain the temperature part. That part is still leaving me and everyone I know that's smarter than me, well, hopeless. Hopeless. All right, we're back into a KP6. This is current right now. This is called the magnetometer right here. So we just hit KP6 again. It's going to be a shitty night for people like me that are affected by these storms. Look, solar winds, 692. Look at this. This is right now. A KP6. It's the reverse. When it says K6, it's the reverse. I'm showing you all my secrets, right? Showing you all my secrets because I love y'all. So we're in at least a G2 geomagnetic storm right now, and it's continuing to drop further. And then y'all can see here, almost 700 kilometers per second. And then the plasma has got, remember when we saw density earlier today? Remember it was at 76 or 79 and 49? I did a video on it if you want to go look. This is the same thing. Density has been pushed down. The coronal mass ejection from the X 1.99 solar flare is gone. Okay, that's gone. We're dealing with 11.72 just above space weather threshold here. Not the 70 or 60 or 40 that we saw earlier today. But what we are dealing with, and I told y'all how it would happen as usual, I said that we will see much stronger solar winds come into play as this goes on, and this should continue, and then we can go to our magnetometers, and we're right back to where we started to, almost in G3, negative 443 versus negative 423. We're almost in G3 geomagnetic storm again. That's how you use a magnetometer. I'm pulling it off the opposite with you guys to teach y'all something, okay? That's really why I'm here, is just to teach y'all something. That's all I give a shit about. Alright, and then remember my BZ. When it's red down here, south of 0, we're in big trouble, right? Big trouble. Right now, we're in big trouble, okay? Big trouble. I could go on for hours, but let's continue. There's that X.195. It was also an X.19. Can someone give us a super chat ever? I seem like the only channel that doesn't get super chats, but my information seems to be better than every other channel. I'm a little confused. I know everyone's broke, but squeeze it out. Buy me a cup of coffee if you can. I will give y'all. Let me say, the last person that insulted me after God said, if I don't ask, I won't be given. So I have to ask. If any of y'all can help the channel, please help the channel, right? And Mike's not being a jackass. If it was anyone else but Mike, I would drive to his house and kick his ass. All right. I don't know if Mike hung up on me, hit the mute or what.
No, I'm on mute. I was on mute.
Okay, that's fine. You're cool. That was good.
Can't keep up with you, man.
Hey, it's my forte, right? All right. So, hey, what we've got here, guys? They've raised the X class. Hey, appreciate you. 37 below. 37 below. Tell me, please tell me. I actually looked up how cold alcohol had to be to freeze alcohol. My guy at the liquor store did while I was over there the other day. It's got to be like 100 and something degrees below 0 to freeze alcohol. What does 37 below mean? I'm just wondering, because it's got to mean something to you, right? I will pull that up in a bit. But look, here's the 1.95, the 1.97. And look, this is an M. Don't get confused. That's an M flare right there, right? Now remember, the 4295 is still a Delta class sunspot group. That's beta gamma plus delta. That's the big one, and that's part of the sunspot complex, right? Complex. They were trying to compare the complex to Carrington's sunspot group. You can't. There weren't two sunspots like so many of y'all said in the comments. The Carrington was one sunspot. What we're looking at is 2 or 3 sunspots, and they're only actually adding up 2 of them, 9.4 and 9.6. But we're talking about Delta class sunspots. If one of them starts to explode, it'll be caught by the other one, which could cause, NOAA says, a huge explosion. And if y'all watched what I put together tonight, scientists know that they've had over 1,000 times over the last 1,000 years. That means once every 100 years, basically. And it's been at least 200 years before that they've had 100 times the ground level radiation because of the ice cores and the tree, help me guys, lines. I'm going to use the word lines, but that's not the proper word to use. Rings, there you go. I'm looking for rings, Mike, thank you. The tree rings, they can tell that actually we've had that kind of radiation almost every 100 years. And the last time we see any radiation, even 100 times, is 1853. That's the Carrington event, which was only 100 times. When I said X45, everyone argued with me. How do y'all know? How do I know? I was reading NOAA's interpretation of the event, okay? So we don't know, but I don't really think it matters. We don't have the atmosphere that we had back then. I think our atmosphere is highly dissipated, and I think we're in a huge trouble with an X-45 or an X-80, especially if it's Earth-directed. I think that we lose all ability to pump gas, to have a grocery store, to drive to the store. I think it becomes chaos for at least now. I know for a fact the government is putting together a bunch of transponders and all the electrical equipment to rebuild the grid because they're expecting it more than we are, right? But it would still take months, if not years, to rebuild it. And we can't wait months or years to get gas and food and water. Guess what? Your water pipes won't work either. Do you have enough water for 2 years at your house? Let me know if you do. I'd be mighty impressed. All right, 30% chance of X-Class solar flow tomorrow, 75% chance of M-Class. We had not one M-Class today. Not one. All day long. Look at that. And then we're running current value in M1.93. So I guess we have an M-Class. That's our baseline, right? Our baseline's really in the C3 level, which is crazy stuff. All right, this is what we're looking at. This mofo's on fire. It's on fire. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With more coming around the limb. Let's look at them. We got a couple of them leaving. 4288, 42. I'm gonna have to guess 9 something and 9 something. Going around the limb. Probably already gone around the limb. 4301. Just named. It was named after the sunspots that came around the limb. It was named today, and it's already beta gamma, i.e. orange. So we got problems here. Directly Earth facing 4298, a simple sunspot. I'm guessing if 4301 became beta gamma, orange like that, it's going to become. These are Delta class sunspots, 4294 and 4296. I can't believe they're only given a 30% chance of X-flare. These are not completely Earth-facing yet, okay? Above that, we have 4295. And then look, 2 beta gamma class sunspots, 4299 and 4300. Remember 4301's over here. Epic. So we're going to have 4 sunspots Earth-facing here about 2-3 days. Even if they go off now, they're all geomagnetically connected to Earth, and there will be a huge problem, okay? Even if they go off now. But they have about 6 days to go off. And some of my favorite people said that they're seeing ripples within the sunspots, guys with telescopes. I've got a huge telescope too. Mine's actually better than theirs, but I just can't get out and do that kind of stuff anymore. I just don't have the place to do it. You need to be out in the country. It needs to be wholly dark. I have a 15-inch scope. Most people that are pros use a 12-inch scope. I was overly funded. I funded myself. That's why, right? So that's HMI intensogram. What does blow my mind here is listen to this. There's been no proton flux. I thought it would totally jump up now. I really did. And there's one thing I'd like to look at here, the electron flux, which I know we're in an electron storm right now because I showed y'all earlier we were. Goes electron flux. Wow, we came out of that electron storm. We're in it for 7 days. As soon as we're supposed to have it, we're coming out of it. I guess the harder, stronger particles are pushing those electrons down. And that's exactly what you're seeing there, right? I'm going to show y'all what's the electron count from today. Watch your time clock. Watch it. It goes all the way up to, goes high. Here it comes as the world turns. Look at that. Wouldn't you know it? During the middle of the day, the electron count up in the northeast is in the 70 range. It's deadly, okay? Deadly. But I've never seen the whole U.S. that filled. And then we're at nighttime now. This is real-time stuff right here. This is, just so you'll know, 8 o'clock, 7:55 Central Time. Yes, I know how to convert every one of these times. Sorry. This is what we're expecting. I'm not going to play it, but I hope you guys go out and get some pictures because I am giving away some cool ass shit. Haven't decided what, but I'm going to also let you guys decide who won. Not me. Not me. Remember to put Aurora in your subject line or you won't be competing. And remember, I'm only mailing to someone in the lower 48. So if you happen to live in Canada or elsewhere, have a friend of yours accept that gift, give me their name, and have them mail it up to you out of the country. I won't be paying for international mailing or phone calls. I've already fallen into that trap. About broke the bank, man. Oof. Never paid $706 for a phone call till that night to Canada. Verizon like to kick their asses. All right, there is the coronal hole that's actually headed out of the way. Looks like we just had a big flare. This is real time. We'll put this in motion. Looks like we just had a flare right there. Kyle, with me, it's always the truth, man. I use Germany. I use the EU. I use Russia's equipment. I use everyone's equipment. Because if you think I trust Trump, as far as I could throw him, he probably weighs, 280? As far as I can throw him, I don't even trust him that far. If you think I trust the CIA or the space agencies here, it took me a year and a half to convince my father we didn't go to the moon. Because he saw it on TV, okay? That's where I come from. But son, I saw it on TV, and I had to say things like that to him. And I had to prove. I had to show him the augmented real-time virtual reality contracts. They pay more for augmented real-time virtual reality contracts to two companies than they pay for rocket engines. They pay more for real-time augmented virtual reality than rocket engines. Where do the rocket engines go? Into the Atlantic? Into the Gulf of Mexico? Well, not where we go, right? I'm just letting y'all know how this goes. It's right here. But what y'all also need to notice here is what's coming around the mountain. Now, I went ahead and I pulled the backside. Guess what? SDO is still not functioning. Still not functioning, which makes me a little bit angry. I won't lie to you. Makes me angry. Mike, you with us?
Yes.
All right. Well, Mike, tell us, talk to everybody about what you think about the opportunity that the new channel gives to everyone, and maybe the fact that you're going to be involved as well and be posting that on Rumble and TikTok and.
I'll be helping you out.
Well, we're all partners here, okay?
Kind of get a game plan together, get some ideas together. We just need a voice to go with the post and post it.
Yeah, what we need, guys, is some people that are self-starters that can make a 2 to 12-minute video, 2 to 15-minute video that won't cross over any type of YouTube rules, and that we can pay transparently after 60 and 120 days. And after that point, well, you give it up to the system because it's pennies on the dollar, not worth my time.
And it's part-time.
Well, you could actually, since I'm doing the back end, I do all the SEO, all the hard part, all the closed captioning, all the part that y'all have no idea how to do. I do everything to make sure that our product's the best. It'll take you, all you have to do is film it, upload it on MP4 and send it to us. I take care of the hour and a half or hour that it takes to upload the bitch the right way. So
look at it this way: if you're looking to make a fistful of dollars, what have you got to lose, right?
Well, you know what? If you try it yourself, I've already had over 1,000 people try it themselves in the 5 years I've been active. How many have succeeded? It starts with a Z and ends with an O. I'm not saying you can't succeed. I'm just saying, hey, we're trying to make something bigger than ourselves, and we want some people to be a part of it. And maybe you're not a good fit. Maybe you'd rather watch, which is fine.
Maybe you know somebody that might dig it.
Maybe you do. All right, can y'all believe this? I looked at the date. I pulled STO up, and look, just so y'all know that I refreshed it. It's still from November 9th. This really hurt me. This is when the government closed down. The same day the government closed down. November 9th, halfway through the day. They have not updated SDO, which is a Solar Dynamic Observatory, since that day. Doesn't that... I want to know who's being paid. There's a whole group of people that run these 3 programs right here. Hundreds of people. I want to know what the fuck they're doing. That's what I want to know. On my dollar, I'm making $200,000 a year with pensions. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. Look, November 9th, halfway through the day is the 0.5. I'm not lying to y'all. They really are fucking us this bad. I'm angry as piss about it, okay? I don't know how to tell y'all how angry I am about it because the government's been open for how many days? Does anyone know? At least a week. These motherfuckers are making close to $200,000 a year with full pensions after 20 years. Hell, I worked almost twice that. Didn't get any pension. I flew all around the world 100 times. Didn't get any pension. These fuckers can't even update this bitch. I think the government's been open for, has it been 2 weeks or 1 week or?
For what?
The government reopening.
Oh, about a week and a half, I guess.
Well, we're gonna help. Does anyone have a date? I think it's ridiculous no matter. This is what's called SDO. You can see it up here. SDO. And these are the people that they're handling the back side here. Nothing's been upgraded. Now let's see if this is. So this one actually has. Look, I knew it had been. I could tell by the sunspot groups and stuff. But they haven't done the composites yet. November 9th. That one updates itself. So they didn't have to actually do anything. That's what I thought, right? If you don't have to do anything, it's easy to go to work, right? If I sound a little bit pissed off, it's because I am. I'm an angry person, okay? This is STO at 190, 3 angstroms, not 95 angstroms. shows you that coronal hole that was Earth facing, shows you those sunspots that are going around the limb, and then if y'all look real carefully, y'all can see that we have 2 or 3, which they won't show us the back side, as I just showed y'all. We have 2 or 3 that we're going to have to deal with besides the many that are already Earth facing. I'd say what, 9? Pardon me, 9? All right. This is Discover. So Discover is at Lagrange point 1 million miles away from Earth. Oh wow, our shields are up here above. They're up here in red, just came up, and then the angle is also north. This is great news for us, okay? Although, it's great news. Although we had some plasma come in. It's 51. Well, we saw it at 70 when I pulled up the other. We'll pull up something else. Looks like plasma's going back up. Still under space weather threshold. Grab it right here, 692, right at 700. Temperature, although remember here it went down, I couldn't figure it out. It went back up to be abnormally high. This is all good news. The angle of the shields is now northerly, and then if y'all can see right about, although we've dropped below it again, for the last 15 or 20 minutes, our shields were up. Actually, our BZ was north, which means I showed y'all everything that y'all should be watching. Our shields are north, right? I know it's bad, but if you see it hitting the white line, that is space weather. Let's pretend like the white line is space weather, and you can see it lines up perfectly with the heavy plasma here. If you look down, now here our shields have a southern component to them, but here they pop up and they're northerly, which is great news for us, okay? That's probably why we're not in a G3 or G4 geomagnetic storm. Here we see solar winds right under 700. We know they didn't go over 700 because they didn't put another 100 in there, right? And then look, when the temperature went down, I was floored and flabbergasted. Y'all remember that, right? Today, if you watch my deal. And look, it jerked right back up to heavily, well, above normal, heavily. All right. And here's kind of a, well, just another look. I guess we've already looked at that. Another look. This is SDO HMI magnetogram. So in the southern hemisphere, black should always be over white. Here we see white over black, which means reverse polarity sunspots. And that's this whole sunspot, not group, but complex. 2 sunspot groups, 1 sunspot complex. Here you have, that's not included because the black is over the white here. They don't even talk about this. Although to me it looks like it should be talked about. Obviously they were going by magnetics. In the northern hemisphere, white should always be over black, and that's what you see up here. This is bad. This is super bad. These have the potential to spend one of those big bad boys your way. All right. Let's see what date we have. Look at the date. You can tell they last updated. Is this SDO? It's Soho. Golly. Soho. It's not been updated. So this is just garbage. Complete garbage. I apologize. What I was interested to see today was, well, the fact, well, I guess we have plasma hitting the bow. I just thought we'd have heavier plasma hitting the bow. This looks pretty legitimate as to what they've been telling us is going on. I don't see anything wrong with this. In this model, we're moving to the left at 67,000 miles an hour, moving up at you at 544,000 miles an hour. And that's just how it goes, right? And I'll show you where we are. 8 new volcanoes erupt, but no earthquakes over a 5.5. I think they can control the earthquake monitors, but they can't control a visual volcanic eruption, right? They just can't control that. So they've kind of gotten themselves into a situation here. So here it is today. We have a geomagnetic connection to Neptune, Eris, Uranus, Jupiter, and tomorrow, well, I just can't believe we haven't. I'm going to look one more time. It's been weeks. Been weeks since we've seen any activity whatsoever. Look, absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely nothing. Just FYI. Where's this going to go? Well, this should be a terrible day to remember. To the 25th. It's going to be problems. Going to be problems. That's because we have big gas giants behind us, and that moon's the main player in every connection that we see. So, Mike, I'm going to let you go over it. What are we seeking, both for the event tomorrow and for the new channel?
For tomorrow, we are seeking your best photos, or even better yet, a short video of the auras from over tonight. And no cheating. No AI, no zooming in on somebody's Christmas tree lights zapping around like I was getting ready to do, because I was going to mess with you, James. But
I shouldn't have told y'all I'm giving away real silver. That scares y'all. Scares me, right?
Chunks. Solar chunks.
Solar chunks. So tomorrow, hopefully, you guys will send in real pictures. And if I see them on the internet, I'll stop that shipment before it goes. I'll actually run them through my AI. My dad pays $4,000 a month for the Pro 5. So we'll run it through the AI, and if it's bullshit, well, I'll keep my shit, right? It's up to you.
You could even try a combo. If you're taping it, if you're videotaping the auras, then you can kind of voice over it like you're doing a news report.
You know what? I think Aurora Borealis video would fly on our backup channel. I really do. Let's see if I can get there. You have to hit filters, guys, because we're not the biggest channel in the world. And then hit sort by, not default, but let's see how I did that. You gotta sort by channel. I know that. It's over here. Channel. And then there's a couple people that beat us, believe it or not, with the World News Report. It's way down here. It's not the backup channel. Actually, I own 5 of them. Oh, lot of y'all. That has 30 subscribers. We're all the way down here. World News Report, 14,000 subscribers. And this is where I ran my live. This is what I bought the other day. So I bought it back from somebody that bought it from me. So this is where your very first video you did would be monetized, and you'd be paid, even if it's, although there's a $100 payout threshold. I think that we're okay to be paid on that channel, even if you make $5, just because there's several hundred in the bank right now. So FYI, it's called 007. And that's the same thing it's called on what? TikTok, Mike?
Yes.
I don't know what's called on Rumble. Probably just.
I have been posting in the comments after the show the TikTok links and the Rumble links because we really need some thumbs up there too.
I appreciate it if y'all could ever join us on Rumble, even if you never go back there. Join us on TikTok, and I'll bring y'all there right now to both of them. Rumble.
Let's help us get some algorithms up.
Yeah, help us out with some algorithms. You know how hard we're working. So, I will put that URL, Rumble's URL, up in here. So I would do it. Please buy us a cup of coffee too. You're right. Here's the coffee link. Okay, someone could buy us a cup of coffee for Christmas. It'll make me cry. I feel unloved. Unloved. We are going to be back with a full hey tip. Always trouble, Tiff. Always trouble. Every time I try to give you a little inch, you take a mile. Why is that? That means you're trouble. I got him. How about that? Go play around. Alright, my apologies. Every time I try, man, I try so hard. I don't want friends that talk behind my back and stab me in the back. After being friends with somebody for 5 years, you expect only the best out of them, but not everyone's the same, right? Not everyone's the same. Just my opinion. And really I don't care what y'all think. Alright, so there's Mike's keeping up. Mike's running this channel here. Awesome job, by the way, Mike. Great thumbnails, great everything. And
I'm still working, getting used to the thumbnails.
Well, you're doing an awesome
I missed a
job.
couple last time.
And I put that in there for you guys. And here's our TikTok.
How many does the jet one have? Thunderbird.
On TikTok or I'm already TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to your mama.
Oh God, we gotta get that.
No, get your ass out the car.
I gotta get that off.
Get out the car. Who is this?
I gotta
Who
get.
is this?
God, I can't let that get on YouTube. That's so scary. These people are just a bunch of Negroes with guns. All right, 201 off the plane crash already. We just started here. We're not promoting anything. We don't have a lot of followers. We are monetized already. We just got monetized, yesterday, day before, Mike?
Yep.
So we're doing good. I wish you guys would come at least join. If y'all are on TikTok, you don't have to come watch it. Appreciate y'all, no matter what you can do for the channel. And here is that. I know you hear me, Lois. I didn't kick you off. And here is that. You know, bad people are bad people. That's all there is to it. You gotta call a spade a spade. No matter how much someone might like them. I don't put up with any kind of bullshit. All y'all know better, right? Constantly, every single time I let her, she takes advantage of it. So that's over now. Sorry, guys. Anyway, hopefully people that don't want to take advantage of the channel and other people's hard work will give us a shout out and maybe become co-creators and part of the solution, not the problem, right? I guess New York just sucks no matter which way you look at it, right? Now, Mike got a lot of activity and a lot of messages here. And guys, we're going to be back probably about 10:30. It's 9:30 now Central Time. We're going to be back with a total overview of the news for the day, etc. Did I leave this? I did. TikTok. Mike, is there something else I should leave them?
I think that'll do it for now.
All right.
See y'all in about an hour.
Hey guys, I'm going to leave real quick one last time. Oh, my fingers are too big. That is where you send your Aurora Borealis pictures that you're taking right now, and for tomorrow's contest where we actually have some cool shit to give away. So God bless you. We'll see you at 10:30 in 60 moments. Thank y'all for joining us. Nothing but love out. God bless. Thank you for joining us with Mike and me. And I'm going to call Mike from around the block. How about that?
Okay. We do have a block in Baltimore.
With Mike from around the block. And that way it'll be it'll be a play on Paul Bigley's bullshit. You got some nobody that pretends to be a CIA hack. If he tells y'all that those boulders coming from the south, how many hundreds of times has he been wrong? Almost every single time Mike from around the world spoke. How many hundreds of times did y'all tell me, but Mike says there's a big rock coming? Now, I've got Mike from around the block, and he tells me there's nothing coming. All right, lots of love to everyone, man.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, we'll see y'all soon. God bless.